We all know that sometimes we believe everything is going great and we're doing a good job, but we may have another part come in that says we're not doing enough, that we should be better, we should have more money, we should be happier, we should be something. So we are seeing in the world some kind of a reflection of our own inner agitation or our own inner confusion or our own inner judgment. And how do we begin to walk through the process of healing what's inside of us and becoming more peaceful with ourselves and bringing more love and compassion and kindness to every judgment and voice and desire and hope and dream and worry that we can see kind of rumbling around inside. I have often talked about creating an observer, the practice of observing ourselves as we're going through learning more about who we are and learning how to bring healing to all the different parts of ourselves that we would call in pain or negative. And many people have asked me, really, even in just the last week, if we are seeing parts of ourselves that are angry or judgmental or negative in some way, how do we then stop ourselves from creating an opinion about that? Like, hey, that's a part of me I don't like. I don't want that. Or a judgment. Oh, I don't think that part is positive and I don't think that part is good. So we know that we might have voices that say, oh my gosh, I haven't done enough. I need to do more. And if I just did a little bit more, maybe then I would reach the amount of success that I would feel good about. Or maybe then I would be more accepted and loved by the people around me. Or if I just did a little bit more, maybe people would care and see me, or I would be happier. So I want to bring another kind of approach to help you begin to create a part of you that can sit back and learn about yourself from another perspective. Really, truly become interested in yourself and the healing process in a way that you haven't been able to yet. Try this approach if it feels right to you. When we're practicing the observer, we know that we're trying to bring a curiosity, a true interest in learning about our mind, in learning about our thoughts. Without that, if we're frightened of our thoughts, or we're frightened of ourselves, or we're frightened of our emotions, it's very hard to put time and energy into healing because we're used to putting the time and energy into distraction or suppression of our thoughts and feelings or ignoring them. But on a path, we're asking ourselves to put time into understanding them, understanding ourselves, and not just understanding, but understanding how the whole of ourselves works. Our body connected to our emotions, connected to our mind, connected to our heart and spirit and the divine. And we start with a certain type of observation. That observation, as I said, has to come with interest and curiosity. As you start to see the different parts of yourself, you start to see the different beliefs, opinions, judgments, voices, and you're working to see them without judging anything you see, that we're just in the seat of the witness, watching what's in front of us versus involving ourselves with it, versus trying to change it, manipulate it, or do anything to participate in whatever's happening. We're really just working on watching. If you go a little bit deeper in that experience, you know that a part of you is just staying very open to taking in all of the colors and sounds and movement. And then when the experience is over, you know that you have a memory of it, and most likely you've identified some knowledge that you received from it. We're looking to watch how our mind is working, how we work, what is motivating us to do what we do, say what we say, use a specific tone of voice, have a certain edge at times. What emotions are triggering us to act a certain way, talk a certain way, make certain decisions? And again, instead of working with the judgment and trying to change ourselves in a forceful way, we're actually starting on a path of getting to know ourselves, getting to know what it means to be human,